All right. The ET7 here ran for a little under 25 minutes on a tank of fuel. And it sucked air all the way through there. I don't think there's much left in the tank. It was only open a quarter turn because I think that valve is a different shape than the other one. It does run hot enough it boils off the water, so if you pick up an ET7, make sure that you either adjust the governors really well or keep a lot of water in it so it stays cool, because as it comes from the factory it does like to run pretty hot. The ET1 and the ET6 both run an easy 45 minutes or so, even longer on a tank of fuel if you adjust them up really well from the factory. So I think after today I'm going to look into the ETX a bit more, probably pull the second ring off that I put on, because that seems to be putting an awful lot of friction in it. And the intake valve seems to be sealing properly, but I do want to figure out a way to put a better vent on the ETX, and because it's got that crankcase, and if I put a better vent on it I think that'll help keep the oil in it. Yeah. Otherwise, it was a pretty good morning. I also need to figure out a way to get more volume into the cooling system on the ETX, because it's still boiling water off when it runs, because that radiator doesn't have a lot of volume and the water jacket doesn't have a ton of volume. So I think it probably has a quarter of the water volume of these hopper engines. That's just a guess, I haven't measured, but it seems to boil off really quick, even with my radiator move. So I have to think about putting a reservoir or something on the ETX for more cooling water to be available, but yeah. It was a good day, and I'll have to make a plan to readjust the governor springs on the ET7 there so that it doesn't run quite so hot and fast, and then it'll have a nice longer run time.